Welcome to the dumpster fire. Welcome to the dumpster fire. We'll give a little bit of time for everybody to get in here, and then we'll kick it off.
All right.
Let's get the boilerplate shit out of the way. Do you want to do it this time, or you want me to do it?
No, you can do it.
All right, copy that. For all of you out there who possibly either lived under a rock or have been drinking the blue Kool-Aid for years, this is for you. Anything we say on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. We are not here to sow discontent, encourage violence, or any illegal activity. We are simply some like-minded individuals on here having a conversation about what we think. If you do not agree with something, that is your prerogative. If you think we're full of shit on something, do your own research. If you're offended by something, GTFO.
Get your cry room.
Yeah, there's no safe space here. We do not hold hands and sing Kumbaya or any of that bullshit. Facts over feelings. If you don't like what we've got to say, you're in the wrong zip code. Just saying. That being said, we intend to have a good evening tonight. We're going to go over, what our thoughts are in this last week of, let's call it Hell Week, because that's what it's going to be, and where things are going and where things might end up. Hence the name, 11th Hour.
Yeah.
You got anything to add, Sax, man?
I'm sorry?
You got anything you'd like to add to that?
No, not to that part of it. But I do find it interesting. You know, we're in that hour now of this is like do or die, guys. Whatever you see polling data, don't worry about it. Just go vote.
Yeah.
You cannot rely on polling data because it's going to go. It's either the way you like or the way you don't, and I think part of the corporate media, they'll say stuff like, "Oh, Trump's gaining some ground," which will make Trump supporters stay home because they think, "Oh, well, okay, don't have to go vote because we're winning." Don't let that get into your mind, man.
Exactly.
If you haven't voted, vote.
I agree, brother. Couldn't be said any better.
Take your neighbor.
Take your neighbor, take your cousins, take the guys that are standing out the Home Depot looking for a job. Hell, get everybody. I'm just saying.
Right. Absolutely.
It's all about how much we're willing to do, because I can guarantee you the other side's out there thinking of all kinds of fuckery.
Oh, yeah.
So keep that shit in mind. Couple things I want to hit on. We all remember January 6th and that whole fiasco. It was not an insurrection. It never will be an insurrection. Ashley Babbitt was murdered in cold blood.
Right.
And they did everything but give that fucker a Medal of Honor shot for being a coward. I guess where I'm going with this is that what they touted as an insurrection and was not, for those people who were actually there and know that for a fact, if 45 gets reelected, and I pray to the good Lord every night and every time I bless my meal at the house that he does. You can expect that very thing on January 5th, 6th, whenever it happens.
Yeah.
But this time it's going to be real. And this time they will be allowed to disrupt everything. You will have the opposing party basically lead them in and help them do everything they possibly can. You will see the mayor of DC have a senior moment or go on vacation when it all happens. You will see all the police pull back to do traffic control down on the, I don't know, somewhere. Sell popcorn. I don't know what they're going to do, but they will.
Yeah.
There'll be a run on Dunkin' Donuts, maybe. I don't know. And that will be the beginning of. I'm not going to say a civil war, but the first serious civil
Unrest
in this country, as we in the modern United States history. It will make everything pale in comparison, and they will paint it as the people have spoken, and this is how you make your voice heard. Okay, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Now, let's step off out of that nightmare. I know Rod Serling's pissing his pants right now. For those of you who are old enough to know who that is. And let's step off into the Twilight Zone. Or not Twilight Zone, but the Outer Limits. Let's say that Cackling Cockholster and Waxworks lie, cheat, and steal enough to get elected. I mean, I've got enough misguided fuckers in my neighborhood with their signs in their yard. Every time I see them, I want to take my e-bike and run through them.
Right.
And real fast, I am not encouraging people to do that. That being said, let's say that they get in there. Things are going to pear-shaped in a different way. Okay? She will try and overregulate any kind of firearm or ammunition. The cost of living will double. And you can pretty much kiss the First Amendment goodbye, because they will start coming after people like us, like those of you out there who are outspoken, etc. They will weaponize the media against you. You think I'm fucking crazy.
Oh, it's going to be Canada, dude.
Now, it ain't going to be Canada. They're going to make Canada look like a fucking Girl Scout cookie sale. You will, the people here will find out what tyranny is all fucking about. The question's going to be, will the populace wake up and smell the fucking Sanka and say, damn, we didn't sign on for this? Or are they going to be, oh, well, as long as I get my EBD card and I can hit Starbucks every morning, I'm good.
Again, you got about half the population either which way.
Well, I mean, I see it. It's going to be one drastic situation or another. Now, let's look at the long-term effects of Cockholster and Waxworks. You will have deviancy touted in this country everywhere you turn. It'll be encouraged. It'll be treated as the norm. You think it's bad now, you wait until those two get in charge.
Right.
You have no fucking idea how bad it can get. And it'll be in your face. It won't be, and it'll be one of the deals where if you speak out against it, somebody's coming after you with a badge.
And that's the sad part right there.
Yeah, but I'm right. I will bet a fucking steak dinner on it. Oh, well, steak probably outlawed. That'd be tofu. But anyways.
It could be on steak.
Yeah. Extra cardboard and styrofoam for your pleasure. So, but I mean, and I'm not trying to just make shit up here. The facts are right there in front of us. Okay? Look at what she's done thus far. She has nothing to run on. She can't answer a straight fucking question. When she does answer a question or make an accusation, it's full of half truths and lies because that's all she knows how to do.
Oh yeah.
She's more of a fucking puppet than Bedshitter was, and that takes some skill. And then her piece of shit husband, whatever the fuck role he has, that son of a bitch, there's a special place in hell for him.
Yes, there is.
He's one of the motherfuckers you'd like to meet in a dark alley somewhere. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Yeah.
Now, again, I'm not encouraging violence or making a threat or anything else, but I'm saying the moral caliber of that motherfucker is the kind of people that they deserve bad luck. They deserve karma. Okay? Just so we're clear. Again, I'm not making threats or anything else. I'm voicing an opinion. But that being said, this country will be forever transformed into a Marxist shithole. And it will be generations before it fixes itself because you won't have another election. If you do, it'll be a mock election just to make you feel like you've got a voice, and you will have none.
Right.
So people need to really think about that shit. And if you don't believe it can happen, there's other countries in the world that have had the same shit. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
You know, you're going to have, she will weaponize the fucking federal government. You think it's bad now. If you say the wrong shit on, like, we're sitting here having a discussion, or you say the wrong shit over the phone, you think she won't utilize the fucking NSA and everything else to fucking come down on your ass? She will try and spin it as you are a domestic terrorist,
white national,
a white nationalistic, racist extremist.
Yeah.
And they will bring the full weight of the federal government against you. Now,
oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. Fire away, brother.
So, what I have seen a lot of this on Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. But you know how you used to, you usually could discount the Catholics because they're going to vote Democrat for some odd reason.
Right.
But well, the white Northern Catholic vote. But that being said, you used to be able to count on most of the other Christian denominations to vote Republican, right?
Sure.
So now in the past, 15 years, with the advent of the leftist church, the ones that are, all bespeckled with rainbow flags and women preachers, those, unfortunately we can't count on that anymore.
No.
Because you have these big evangelical megachurch people that really rely on income, and they sure don't want to tell their congregation, to vote for sanity,
right,
and values. Yeah,
right. Because if they did that, the left would be torpedoed.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
which I just find sad. But
well, it is. I mean, if you go back, I know we're kind of off. Well, we're not really off topic. We're 11th hour. We're discussing all the aspects of it. If you go back and you think to when you were in your early 20s, okay, and how different things were now.
Oh Lord.
Okay, when I graduated school, and yes, I'm an old fuck and I don't care. When I was graduating, Ronald Reagan was bombing the fuck out of Libya.
Right.
I thought they were going to be a damn draft. We're going to be in a fucking war. My sorry ass going to be jumping out back to C-130 going to fuck up a damn towel head. Just saying. All right. Didn't happen. But I distinctly remember when I was graduating, he was fucking Libya up. I remember seeing F-111s lighting that shit up like it was 4th of July.
Oh yeah.
That being said, you know, back then you're proud of your country. There wasn't all this duration between. You didn't have these polarized sides. There was reaching across aisle. There's nothing wrong with not seeing things eye to eye, but it's no longer about not seeing things eye to eye. It's basically you got one ideology that is we're going to stay in power, mislead everybody, and keep handing free shit out to all the fucking people we can manipulate until they outlive the other side.
Right.
And we'll have the majority. We'll be in power forever. That's the fucking Democratic Party. If there's a way to crookedly do shit or to bring votes in, why do you think they don't want voter ID? Why do you think they won't shut the fucking border down? Why do you think they keep giving shit away and forgiving shit? This is how they do it. They don't have to fire a shot to fuck the government over and fuck the people. They just got to find all the deadbeats and give them free shit. And then bring more deadbeats in and give them free shit. And see what happens is they become permanently attached to the teat of the fucking government. And they're not going to dare do anything to threaten that relationship because they have no fucking motivation to do anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
So here you got all these motherfuckers coming in across the border, and you heard what's going on now, right?
Which part?
That there's a huge ass caravan making a run for the border now.
Oh,
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't, but I don't doubt it.
Yeah, it's like Attila the Hun got a bunch of homeless folks and trying to run them up here because they're afraid that 45 is about to hop in there and say, yeah, fuck y'all.
Right.
Because they know that if they can just step across the border before 45 gets here, so this is the last run. And see, there's nobody to stop them. Well, I take it back. There are forces to stop them from going across the border, but they're vastly undermanned and understaffed. I mean, they don't have the backing of the federal government because the federal government don't want to do the fucking job.
Right.
They'll take Mayorkas and ship his ass for fucking treason to damn Guantanamo.
Or you know, that's a great idea. I would love that. Or you get Mayorkas, Obama, old Joe, Kamala, and you charge them with 12 million counts, individual counts of aiding and abetting somebody getting into the country. See, that would be spectacular.
Yeah, the problem is we don't have a judicial system that'll fucking do it.
Not yet.
Well, but okay, we'll get to all that shit in a minute.
Right.
Dude, I love that. I mean, I'd pay-per-view that shit to see that trial. That'd be awesome. But I just don't see it happening because think about the level of fuckery we see now, right? If you get, let's say you get Obama or you get Bedshitter or you get Scamalato, think all the shit that's going to flow downhill, right?
Oh, yeah.
What happens is you start getting the people who are pulling the strings. Because you can rest assured none of those motherfuckers are in charge. They're all working for somebody else. Okay?
Soros.
Well, for starters.
Yeah.
But you got all these people pulling these strings and they're globalists. So they've got the power and the money where they're untouchable because there's nobody. I mean, they can just get their security detail and fly to their property in the fucking Caymans and do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I have a way to handle that problem, but I can't say it on air because there will be Reaper drones trying to target me.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say that. But those of you who have more than 30 fucking IQ points and give a shit about this country, I think can fill in the blanks.
Right.
You know, we see what's going on here. And like it or not, we know what happened in 2020, 2019, whenever. I mean, was it, 2019, he went in office 2020. 2019, we got grudge fucked.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody did shit about it. Nothing was done. And then other elections occurred behind that, which we got grudge fucked again. And it created other problems that only compounded the initial one. If we do not turn this boat around in a week, and I can already tell you, let's just get on board with this. There's going to be states that suddenly can't count their votes. There's going to be fuckery afoot. The only way this works is if 45 flips some states straight out. Okay? Georgia's going to be in contention. They're going to play games. I can already tell you that. They're going to be a fucking problem. I would look for Arizona to be one too.
Yep.
The rest of the states, I think he's got a good chance of getting Pennsylvania. He's got a good chance of getting Michigan. And there's even a hint that he could really toss some shit up in New York.
Yeah.
North Carolina's a given. If anybody in North Carolina votes for that cackling cockholster, they deserve to be homeless.
Yeah, and see, this is I'm hoping the states that Florida and Texas decided to ship off their excess illegals to.
Yeah.
And now they're feeling the crunch of monetarily, and having their governors and mayors get up there and say, you know what, it sure would be nice if you people would have some of these people in your home and take care of them. Maybe now they'll get it and vote correctly.
Well, and we can hope that. I guess my point I'm trying to make here, and you chime in, I think you'll agree. If he can flip some of these states on the front end, I mean, just even if they counted the votes, there's no way for them to. There's no way for numbers to be played with.
Right. Yeah, you won't have the 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right. It won't matter if this state doesn't get reported because they've already won. You've got to call and see what you're going. Here's what I predict. God willing, if 45 wins, okay, 45 pulls it off. Palmetto, I don't know what happened. I guess it's just us. They're tired of hearing my voice. You're welcome to come on. I guess the point I'm making here is that if he pulls it off, they will not call the election that night.
Right.
Even if he has all the fucking votes. Even if he has enough electoral votes, I'll bet money that they don't call it that night. I bet they drag their ass for days trying to find a way not to call it for them.
Yeah, so you say that, and that was one of the things that popped up a lot today in my, just on Google, was how long is it actually going to take to count the votes? When will we actually see, certified votes? And my thing is, okay, instead of Dominion and all these other, crackpot things, you get WLA, you get the people that certify the lotto. They can tell you what store, they can tell you the color of the guy's eyes, out of 52 million people that play.
Yep.
You get them to start doing voting certifications, and that stuff will be counted that night before 12 o'clock.
It can be counted anyways.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. Look, dude, we should never garner this electronic fuckery. It's already been shown it's not secure. There's too many ways to fucking manipulate it. I'm not saying anybody's stolen anything or anything else, but I'm saying there's too many ways to manipulate it. If you do the old-fashioned count them motherfuckers, it's done.
Yep, it's done.
Furthermore, if you're going to do that, which I think you should, I think you actually should do this with any voting. All paper ballots should be like fucking US dollar bills. Hologram them motherfuckers and serialize them.
Yeah, serialize them.
So all this fuckery that keeps coming up, you eliminate that.
Right.
How about don't send all this money to fucking Ukraine and revamp our fucking voting structure and our immigration? There's an idea.
Yeah. You know, another thing I was thinking about and hoping that doesn't happen is, you know, electors getting, you know, death threats and stuff like that.
I would love to be an elector and someone make a death threat to me. I'd ask them and say, you need me to give you directions?
Yeah, bring it.
And make sure you bring all your friends because we're making the news.
Right, we're going to get it over with.
Yeah, something's going to happen. We're going to get through to get to it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm if you're going into politics or you're in politics or you're in something to ensure that politics is just and you got people fucking threatening you and you're buckling, look, I understand that people fear for their lives and whatnot, but at some point, the people who are getting threatened need to say, you know what, fuck this. Enough.
Yeah, just, I mean, it's like going
come after me. You're gonna make a threat against me. I would tell them, I'd say, you make a threat against me and my family, and something happens to one of them, I will hunt you like a fucking dog.
Right.
My life's mission will be to find who killed my family or hurt me or did this or did that. My life's mission. And we will make the fucking news. I'm just saying.
Right.
I like that, Palmetto. Drop a pin. Here I am. You bringing dinner? Just saying. You know.
Right.
And here's the thing, and I'm not saying there are people out there that aren't willing to go that extra mile, because we've had multiple attempts on 45. Granted, I think they were provoked by entities that shouldn't have been involved to begin with. There you go. I like that. But we know that there's people out there that are willing to do it. But most of your people are keyboard warriors. It's easy to sit back on here and run your fucking mouth and say, I'd do this or I'd do that, or I wouldn't do this or I wouldn't do that. When the rubber meets the fucking road, it's a different story.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the old saying goes, and there was a movie years ago called Sucker Punch. It was strange, but has cool special effects. There's this old dude in it, and he turns and looks at one of the women, and he says, you never write a check you can't cash with your ass.
Right.
And that rings true. It just stuck with me. I mean, he's right. You know, it's real easy to get up here and act all big and bad and tough and all this, but when the time comes, are you gonna be the motherfucker, you know, sitting on the couch saying, well, you know, or are you gonna be out there standing shoulder to shoulder to your brothers and sisters saying enough of this shit?
Right.
The way things are going, folks are going to have to make some hard decisions in the future. Just saying.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. If we don't get this resolved, if we don't right this ship, we're leaving this fucking mess for generations to come to fix. Is that what you want for your children, for your grandchildren, for your great-grandchildren?
Oh, it would be your grandchildren, great grandchildren, because yeah, like you said at the very first of this, um, if those two get into power, uh, I'm afraid that it would be what they would put into place would be irreversible politically.
Yeah, and if you're in a militia, you're fucked. They're coming for your ass. If you took a picture with a damn 38 revolver at the gun store or at the gun range, you're a domestic terrorist.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you think our freedoms and rights are getting trampled right now?
Yeah, just wait.
This is a primer, buddy. Primer. So I'm just saying, we will know in a week. We will know which way the wind's blowing. Now, I was having a discussion with my wife earlier about the lives and whatnot. And I was telling her I'm kind of skeptical to do one. No, I did not see that. That's fucking wonderful.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I mean,
something. What the fuck? I'm not surprised because, I liked Bush when he was there initially, but he did some shit he shouldn't have done. And now these things, to me, it looks like he's just one of them.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, after he was out of office, he basically turned in. I mean, he was one of them. He is one of them now.
Yeah.
It's lockstep, just, with Joe and Obama.
It is horrible. I don't know. Going back to what I was saying, now I'm trying to think. What were we talking about? Lost my train of thought, Sax man.
Well, okay, you think about your train of thought, but think about this too. I find it a little odd, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But you remember during the last election, we all thought there's no way, that this guy and this girl are going to get elected. It's just, seeing them on TV, you're like, no, these people are morons, and only morons would vote for them. But I'm sure some people actually casted, valid, real votes for them. But you also in the background, you had story after story after story of, hey, you better go stock up on, things that go bang and the things that go in them. Yep. But you're really not hearing that this time. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. I think, and I hope I'm not damning our candidate to lose. I truly do. I think that Trump has a really good chance of winning this.
Yeah.
I think that the left is scared. I think they know they shit the bed with who they've got running. It's apparent that somebody was definitely doing shrooms when they picked Tim Walz. Because that motherfucker, I know I'm getting on a side note here, but when I first saw that waxworks son of a bitch, he looks like there's something wrong with him. He just, all your fucking cringy vibes, man. Spidey sense, whatever. Hair stand on end. He gives off the vibe that he's a weird fuck.
Right.
All right. Who in the hell vetted that dumb son of a bitch to hook him up with Camel Toe? Because hearing all his background and all the shit he's been into, which I encourage all of you to go and research and spread the word to those who have not gone and cast a ballot yet, it will blow your fucking mind, provided it hasn't been all scrubbed.
Right.
You know, I think going back to what I was saying, I think they're genuinely scared. They know this shit to bed. Trump is resonating with so many people they didn't plan on because they fucked the country up so bad that it didn't just affect the middle class. It affected the people, the demographic they were trying to keep on their side.
Yeah, it did.
See, if you remember, and we've had this conversation years back, I said they keep this shit up and they keep making things get out of where they're going to fucking shit the bed is when these people that are getting all this government assistance, and you know who I'm talking about, roll up into the grocery store and can't buy all the shit they're buying and keep driving that fucking Escalade.
Right.
When it starts hitting them, there's going to be a problem. Well, guess what?
It hit hard.
Oh, yeah. It hit real hard. Because they like to ride.
I was going to say, unless you're one of the new 3 million that came across that you see at the grocery store just loaded.
Yeah, but even with them, here's the thing. By doing that, you pissed off the demographic you're trying to keep locked in.
Oh, yeah. That's
because they're getting their shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, and I'm not sitting here trying to sound racist or anything else. I'm just calling facts. Show me where I'm wrong in my thinking, because I don't think I am. And what's happened is they've gone and they've pissed off these demographics, like the black males. They're not studying schemata. I know so many people, and maybe they're talking shit and blowing out their ass. I've met so many black men, young, old, whatever. Every fucking one of them are like, what the hell?
Right.
All right. Now, I've met, you're always going to have those people who have drank so much of the blue Kool-Aid that that's all they see. They think that they walk on water and that everything else is a lie. You can't do nothing for them.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to cut your losses and move on. Try to talk to somebody who's got more than 30 IQ points and not permanently stuck to the teat of the federal government. But I think they're honestly scared. I think there's a strong possibility they've shit the bed so bad they could actually lose this.
Yeah.
Even with the amount of fuckery they're trying to put in play. I mean, Trump's got a different dynamic this time. It's not all people, kind of, oh, yeah, we're going to do it. No, he's got Elon Musk. He's got major, like, look at the New York Times, Bezos, and these other people. So we're not endorsing anybody.
Right.
Okay. Think about how that resonates. When you've got billionaires either backing him or stepping back from backing people.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't look good for
volumes because any other time. And here's another thing. Where are all the fucking movie stars running their mouth?
Oh, they're out there, and they'll give you a list of people. But yeah, you're right. It's not like every of them are saying, "I'm going to leave and go to Canada."
Oh yeah. See, you don't have any of that this time. You don't have all of them touting all that bullshit and talk about, oh yeah, this, that. No. Everything's toned down.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe you got a lot of people who are taking their bets because they think there's a strong possibility that dumb bitch is going to lose. Now,
but I wonder if they already knew beforehand, and that's why they got Tim in to be the running mate, because it's like a throwaway. He's like an NPC.
Yeah, and that's the truth. Definitely a red shirt from Star Trek.
Oh,
yeah. Here's what I would think, and I've said this before. Here's what I think the DNC might be doing, or they should do. I don't like the DNC. I think political parties suck. We ought to dissolve them. Nobody's going to, but we'll get to that another show. But If they were smart, what they would do is they would let these two shit the bed. All right? They let them shit the bed. They let everything go sideways, like it will. They'll blame everybody but themselves, which that's a precursor. But what they'll do is they'll do that for a minute, then they'll jump over and they'll get to grooming whoever they want to put in 2028. I think Newsom's one of them. Not really sure who the other person would be, but Newsom would definitely be the guy they're going to try and push. This gives them 4 years to take their war chest, grow it, and direct it, and train somebody who is one of Pelosi's relatives. Think this shit through. It keeps the money in-house, keeps the old blood in house. It's going to be that way because they're not going to go and get a corporate guy to run for the Democratic Party like Trump is. See, that's what they hate about Trump because they can't control it. But I think that tactically, that's what I would zero in on Newsom, and I'd start making shit happen and laying things in place, just like they did for fucking Obama bin Laden when he was running for fucking Senate in Illinois. They groomed that motherfucker for what they did to him. He was groomed from the start. If they were smart, they would do that with Newsom. Now,
yeah, you're right.
I don't want them to. I want them to go find some cross-dressed, pink-haired fucktard and put them as their ticket person. That works for me.
Yeah.
But just my 2 cents. Now, again, I truly believe Trump has a chance of winning.
Palmetto.
Oh, fuck. Hey, it could be Newsom AOC.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get much more fucked up than that. Just saying.
God, that would be a nightmare right there.
Can you imagine that dumb bitch getting in a damn debate? That would be hilarious. It'd be worse than fucking Skamamoto.
It would. Unfortunately,
yep.
You'd have a big part of the population that.
Well,
just never.
That's all I'm saying. I think he's got a chance, and I do think we're going to see a lot more fuckery. This is the 11th hour. We're going to see things happen. I just don't know what we're going to see.
Yeah.
I encourage all of you out there, if you are not already involved in, poll watching or whatever, I've seriously considered going to different polling locations in my area. Not harassing nobody or doing anything like that, but maybe go out there, snag me some food, park in the parking lot, and eat my lunch. Watch the drop boxes.
Yeah.
Do some different things, and just be an extra set of eyes with a camera ready, because if you see something, you need to say something.
Oh yeah.
Right then, make a fucking scene. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Because if we allow what happened last election to happen on election night here this time, we're done. Okay? We're done. If you're driving a tractor trailer and you're going from New York and you've got fucking Gaylord boxes full of fucking ballots from Indiana, your sorry ass should stop the truck, take pictures, and say, I ain't hauling these.
Yeah.
Call the fucking police, call somebody, make a fucking scene. Don't sit there and say, well, it's my job. They told me to. Did your moral compass, did the fucking arm get broke off and shoved up your ass? You gotta scream from the tallest rooftop to be heard now.
Oh yeah.
She'd have said, "Well, I'm gonna report it." No. No. You got to make yourself heard then.
On every social media platform.
I'd be on X, fucking Snapchat, Facebook, wherever the fuck I could post that shit. I'd be live streaming that shit on there.
Right.
Because once it grows legs, they can't scrub it.
Yeah.
Just saying. People go out there and have some fucking gumption. To answer your question, Saxman, about the 5th, I would like to do a watch party, but here's my problem. Some of you here do not know our background or our history, but a lot of us were affiliated with a fucktard called Angry Viking. I use that term loosely because fuck, what a damn dumpster fire. But that being said, we did a watch party then, and we all went to bed thinking we got this shit in the bag, and then it went tits up and pear-shaped as soon as we all laid down. Call me superstitious. I mean, for whatever reason, every time we do a live around an election, it does not bode well. Look, I'm just saying. Do I not have a point, Saxman?
Oh, yeah. I see where you're coming from.
I mean, I'm willing to do one at least for a couple hours, and we can all pray together and hope for the best. But I just don't know. We'll try to do one, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think this is the worst I've ever felt in an election, ever. Not that when I say worst, I'm more concerned about this one than any other election I've ever been involved with.
Yeah.
Because there's so much writing on it and so many fucking people are clueless. I mean, you're talking about basically our nation as we know it being a thing in the fucking history books if we don't win this.
Oh yeah, I mean you're looking at this, staying a republic, or the Soviet Socialist States of America.
Yep. And you already know my thoughts on that.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
not. I am not looking forward to it. Like I said, I am cool with doing that, but
it's just a thought. Just a thought.
No, I think we need to talk about it on the 5th because that's next Tuesday, isn't it?
Yep.
I think we need to do a live. I think we need to get on there, and I hope to God Vanguard can make it. I really do. Palmetto, I'd like to see you on it. I know you hate getting on here, but I'd like to have a woman of character on here with us to give, to have that input. And I encourage you to try and come. Maybe get on, just kind of be laid back, look at some things, discuss some things. Maybe we can try and make it positive. I don't know. Depends on what the fuck comes up between now and then. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm not saying do one for forever. Maybe just a regular live.
Yeah.
But knowing that that's going to be the topic, and a whole lot of praying probably.
Yeah, we're gonna need it. I don't know. I love it, Palmetto. Bring it. Absolutely. Hey, speaking of which, did anybody see? I saw a meme today, and I don't know if it was real or not, but it was somebody said they were Canadian, and since we don't have voter laws, they came across the border into Wisconsin and voted
No.
for Trump.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Now, I don't know if that's true, but I said, wouldn't that be some shit?
Now, how were they able to vote in their?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what they said. I'm not saying it really happened. I'm just saying, I mean, if you got, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I got nothing. They would have to have an address.
Yeah, you'd have to have an address in the States at least.
True.
But I could see, somebody has an address in the States and they have an address in Canada, then you could somehow get around the little poll guy.
I'm just saying, I mean, stranger things have happened.
Oh yeah, I mean, mules happened. So
I mean, it was just funny. I was just fearing it. Okay. Not encouraging anybody to go do any illegal shit. I'm just saying it was funny. I've probably been more pissed off if they were voting for Scamalato, but at least they had the good taste to vote for somebody worth the shit.
Yeah.
But that being said, oh, I got you. But yeah, I think us doing one on the 5th, we probably need to, and just hope for the best. I mean, might as well. We came in this together. Might as well go out together, right?
Hell yeah.
For better or worse. I kind of I've said this before. I'm kind of of the mindset that the few of us are left here, that the original crew, I believe we were brought together for a reason.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
With that hokey or whatever, that's cool. That's you. You do you. But I believe that people were put places and put together for a reason. It's just saying.
There are no
one of us, and you know who I'm talking to. We're here now, where we are, for a reason. Together. So.
Yep.
It is what it is. Things happen for a reason. Things beyond our control, our understanding, and I truly believe. I'm not going to sit here and keep rambling. I don't want to bore anybody any more than I already have. Sax man, you got any closing comments?
Sure do.
Fire away.
Exactly what Paul Meadows said. Pray, pray, pray. Vote, vote, vote. Vote early, vote often.
Absolutely. That being said, to kind of hit on what we said earlier on when we first started this tonight, if you have not voted, vote. Get your ass out there, vote early. Avoid the bullshit. Get out there and vote. If you know people who have not voted, encourage them to ride with your ass to go vote. I mean, hell, my mother, I love her dearly, but she said, I'm just going to mail my vote in. That's what we've been doing. No. I bugged her enough where she got up, and my mother's 80 years old. All right. And I would have been happy to take her. I offered to take her, but she got up in her car and went and voted in person.
Good.
I was proud of her. And I told her, I said, thank you. And I told her, I said, why did you go by yourself? I told you I would take you. But that's how my mother's wired. So, Palmetto, that's great. Where I'm at, if I go election day, I'm going to make the news. Sax man knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Make the news. So I have to do things that work for me because I have too many people depending on me, and me being incarcerated wouldn't be a good thing. So I can't go on election day. not for the president. Can't. The local election, I can probably get away with it. That being said, thank you all for being here. Sorry for rambling. We will be back on the 5th. Come hell or high water, provided Vanguard can set it up. I don't know what his schedule will look like, but we're going to try. Thursday's going to be a wash for me because it is Halloween and I have grandkids. So I'm sorry, but they're going to take precedent. And besides, I built 3 Nazgul in my front yard, and I'm going to play the Nazgul sounds as kids approach. It's going to be fun.
Scare the skin off of them.
Hey, look, if you come and get the Primo candy, you're going to have, you're going to have to endure. I'm just saying.
Yeah, run the gauntlet.
That's it. You see my front yard. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, again, everybody, thank you for being here. God bless. Keep everyone in your prayers. Keep this nation in your prayers. Keep Donald J. Trump in your prayers. And be ready for a wild ride because the 5th is right around the corner.
Amen.
All right, everybody. Good night. Take care.
Good night.